Alex, and from Power of Evil to Vizicachi, just such a humble team in their victory. They're so happy to have these wins. They were happy to just face off against Team Solo Mid in that. And as we look at the brackets here, as we begin to close out the day, we're almost done here for day one. We do see, as Shocks just said, Unicorns of Love going 2 2-0s today. That was over Lion Gaming and just Team Solo Mid. They kind of shocked everybody. And we also saw Pain Gaming and Cloud9 go 2-0 in favor of Cloud9, and they'll face off against Alliance tomorrow. NA, please. That's all I have to say about that one right now. But to just reflect on that game again, you got to say the name Power of Evil. 7 minutes, and here's another solo kill.
Yeah, absolutely, especially against a player the caliber of Bjergsen, where we so rarely see that. Just tons of skill coming out of Power of Evil. Had those insane solo kills, got the help he needed from the jungle, and I mean, skilled, smart too. I mean, he knows how to get fed fast. You just go to the Burger King, you know?
He definitely had it his way all day long today, over and over again. We do have one, back to serious. One replay to pull up here, I believe it was at 24 minutes. Snoopy, kind of talk us through this engage, because a lot of fights looked just like this. A little scattered, a little hectic, and Unicorns love finding the victory.
This is something that Unicorns love did really well. They stagger their engages. You'll have Kiki's going in early initially, so watch for Kiki's coming on the side. He'll go in first, and then Vizicachi comes in at the side and cause a lot of chaos. So they're running away right now. They're baiting TSM in. TSM's coming in. Kiki's look for the engage from Kiki's. Kiki's goes in, gets an amazing ulti off. He's done this every single team fight. Power of Evil gets caught out a little bit by Azir at the side, but you'll see Vizicachi flashes over, and they're already low from the engagement by Kiki's, and Vizicachi basically clears up in the backline. And I think at this point, we thought Bjergsen might be able to turn this fight, but Vizicachi picks off another one, and Bjergsen comes a little bit deep, and Kiki's and Vizicachi close in on Bjergsen and pick him up before he can deal any damage. And that sealed the deal. Vizicachi on the backline was really key to this team fight.
It's such a scatter, and Monte Cristo, you even said coming into this, there's not a lot of damage coming through on that team comp. You have the Maokai, you have the Raka, it's getting a little crazy.
Well, right, and especially with that blood boil, I mean, you kind of need it on the Azir, and the Azir was quite fragile that game, and if he goes down, all of a sudden your damage output is massively slashed, especially in the late game where Corki does start to like taper off a little bit. It's pretty problematic.
And Sam, I want to put this on you. How surprised are you to see that Unicorns of Love actually can perform like this on the stage? You just kind of came out and wombo combo TSM and Lion Gaming.
I mean, they had a pretty strong performance in their promo games, and we also scrimmed them a little bit beforehand. And Power of Evil is definitely a really, really good player. He's definitely one of the top mids in the world, I'd say. So I'm not like too surprised that they won, but I'm more surprised that TSM. They like just didn't show up at all. Like, it just felt like they just didn't come to play.
One thing I want to pick up on is how game to game, Unicorns of Love and Power of Evil and Vizicachi especially have been getting better and better every single game. Kiki's as well. He's been really finding his own place in these games.
Yeah.
And as Ifya said, coming into tomorrow's games, I wonder how they're going to do. Like, they're getting better on every single game right now.
Yeah, and especially the difference in their shot calling from their series against Lion. Everything, the tempo was picked up quite a bit. The transitions from lane to lane were a lot smoother. They were much more aggressive about those kind of getting those objectives. I mean, I was the one coming in here kind of, today, urging them to be a little bit more aggressive with some of these plays. We didn't see in their first game. They were just kind of sluggish, and they weren't willing to make these teleport plays. Now they come in today, and this just pedal to the metal this evening,
Holy crap.
It's all Monty's fault. Monty set this up. This master plan.
Give him the special juice, like from Space Jam. Michael's special juice. You're like, yo, man, just drink this. You guys be all good. They all get like super powered up and stuff.
Which one has the cannon in his chest?
The cannon in his chest.
Well, I can expect that everybody, NA, EU, NA, even if they can, to start trying to get scrims against Unicorns of Love. Obviously, bringing out a lot in the jungle. You're not going to get that much diversity out of a team unless you're in scrims, and they're doing it here on the main stage. So definitely putting on a show for everybody. They were voted in, and they were definitely a team that's showing up here. And to say they were voted in, a lot of Reddit was like, oh, it's about Poppy. Yeah, Power of Evil's good on Ahri and stuff, but the Poppy's going to be cool. And we didn't even get a chance to see that, and they still crushed.
Well, did get banned one game.
Yeah, it did get banned one game. But what an exciting story, too, for a team that has just made it into the LCS by the skin of their teeth, going down to that Game 5 against Millennium, and then coming into this arena tonight and taking down the world's #1 seed from North America. I mean, that's shows that they may have a really solid season in the cards for them. And it also demonstrates their creativity, too.
Right.
I mean, we had some expectations of what we were going to see today, but I think the Unicorns of Love really blew that out of the water, especially with these jungle picks.
And apparently they have more up their sleeve, as Chachi was saying.
I cannot wait. All right, that's going to be it from us here on the analyst desk for day one. But right now, we're going to throw it down to Shocks to close out the day.